Shalom, first and foremost, I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatia from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this one is on Lisa Haven, and it says, "Millions just vanished, gone. Is the secret massacre coming for you next?" So we're going to let some of this video play and then we'll get some scripture.
Well, millions have just vanished out of thin air. I'm not talking about the rapture or human disappearances for that matter. I'm talking about bees and wildlife, insects, the very things that we need to survive as a population are literally disappearing. And quite frankly, the mainstream media, the Biden administration, big pharma, and big agricultural departments are all keeping this information from you. In fact, they're not only calling you conspiracy theorists for believing what I'm about to tell you, but they're also labeling us as such and downgrading any information that links the two things that I'm going to link for you in today's broadcast. I've got one heck of a report because the truth of the matter is, as I stated a moment ago, if there are no bees, well, we lose our pollinators, we lose our food supply, and humanity will suffer gravely. So much to share with you in today's broadcast, but as a quick reminder, please get to restrict 5 doing this. But with that, let's dive into what is poisoning our food supply and the insects. Take a look at where I found it. This is actually on the intercept.com, which is more of a left-leaning site. However, when the information is legit, I have promised you guys that I'm going to share with you the information no matter what side of the fence it lies on, just so long as the information is accurate. And I believe that you need to know what's out there. And I believe that there is a lot of truth to this report. But check it out. This is on the intercept.com, and they have a really cool opening with this. And it states, many seeds in the United States come pre-coated with neonicotinoids, one of the most common insecticides in the world. The chemicals are at the heart of what many are calling the insect apocalypse. And I've been talking about this for quite some time. They make the landscape toxic to bees, to butterflies, to birds, and potentially even large mammals. That's why Europe banned the insecticides, but not the US, of course. In the US, documents reveal a sophisticated information war kept them on the market. And when he says information war, he means big time lobbyists like Bayer being one who pushed to keep this poisonous pesticide on the market, right? But the article is headlined this, "The Playbook for Poisoning the Earth." Now, the article starts out with this, and it says, bee decline have been observed throughout recorded history, but the sudden, persistent, and abnormally high annual hive losses have gotten so bad that the U.S. Department of Agriculture had commissioned 2 of the world's most well-known entomologists, Dennis Van Engeldorps, and a chief apiary inspector in Pennsylvania, then studying at Penn State University, and Jeffrey Patisse, then working as a government scientist, to study the mysterious decline. They positioned that there must be an underleaning factor weakening bees' immune system. At Lacorum, a conference center and opera house, the pair discussed their findings. They had fed bees with extremely small amounts of neonicotinoids, or neonic, the most commonly used class of insecticides in the world. Neonics are, of course, meant to kill insects, but they are marketed as safe for insects that are not being directly targeted. Van Engeldorp and Pettis found that even at non-lethal doses, the bees in the trial became much more vulnerable to fungal infection. Bees carrying an infection will often fly off to die, a virtuous form of suicide designed to protect the larger hive from contagion. Now, it goes on to state this as well. And it says, the evidence was mounting. Shortly after Van Eagelsdorp and Pettis revealed their findings, a number of French researchers produced a nearly identical study, feeding minute amounts of the same pesticide to bees along with the control group. The study produced results that echoed what the Americans had found. Drifting clouds of neonicotinoid dust from planting operation caused a series of massive bee die-offs in northern Italy and the Baden-Württemberg region of Germany. Studies have shown that neonicotinoids impair bees' ability to navigate and forage for food, weakened bee colonies, and also made them prone to infection by parasitic mites. So, in 2013, the EU called for a temporary suspension of the most commonly used neonicotinoid-based products on flowering plants, citing the danger posed to bees, an effort that resulted in a permanent ban in 2018. But of course, not here in the good old-fashioned United States of America. Here, however, the industry dug in, seeking not only to discredit the research, but to cast pesticide companies as a solution to the problem. Kind of what Democrats do often, right? Lobbying documents and emails, many of which were obtained through open records requests, show a sophisticated effort over the last decade by the pesticide industry to obstruct any effort to restrict the use of neonicotinoids. Two of the major people, or shall I say three, Bayer, Syngenta, and of course Monsanto, were of the ones that really kind of cultivated, perpetrated, and that lobbied in favor of these pesticides. Any shocker there? You got big pharmaceutical.
Kind of lengthy, but you get the point. As I mentioned in another sit down, when it comes to bad Uncle Esau, it's all about the bottom line. He doesn't care. And see, this is why the scripture says when we go to Revelation, I believe that's 12 and 12. No, it's 11 and 18. And it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyeth the earth. And see, this guy is destroying the earth. As Lisa said in the beginning, these three big companies, Bayer, Monsanto, and I forgot about the other one. It's all about the bottom line by any means. And if that means that a few bees got to die, a few people got to die because of it, then it's not a big deal. It's all part of business to them. It's all part of business. Because see, when there's no more bees, who's going to pollinate flowers and other types of plants? When the bees go, everything else goes. And this guy is so wicked, he's doing it to his own people, whether it be here in America or in Europe or wherever the places may be across the world. It doesn't matter. He's doing it to everybody in some way, shape, or fashion. And that's why the scripture says, that he who is, oh, it would help to spell unto, he is evil to himself. Who could he be good to? It's in Ecclesiasticus, I believe. Where is that? Let me do evil good too. Here it is. Ecclesiasticus 14 and 5. It says, He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Okay, this guy can't even do right by his own people. He doesn't respect anything. Nothing. He doesn't respect the life of his own clansmen. He doesn't respect the life of any of the other nations. He doesn't respect the life of nature, of the air, of the sea creatures, of the birds, of the mammals. He has no respect for any type of creation. Because, as I mentioned before, it's all about business. When you go to Wisdom of Solomon, what's that, 2 and 3, where it says, let us use the said, let us speedily use, where is that? Yep, 6, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6. It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. Okay, that's all the good things in the earth, according to, which one is it? Let's say it's chief thing. Nope, principle. Principal thing. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 26. It says, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. So these are all the things in Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6 that are the good things that are in this world. And seeing as the earth is under their management for the time being, they're just using it in any way they please. It doesn't matter if insects are going extinct. It doesn't matter if crops are going extinct, that or people may suffer because of this, or there won't be able to be medicines that could be made from certain flowers. This guy don't care. It's all about his bottom line. And it says, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let's just do whatever we please. We're in control. We got the power. We can do it. And this is why in Revelations, that 11th chapter, I believe that was the 18th verse, where it said, the Lord said, he has to destroy him that destroyed the earth. Because if the Lord doesn't come back and get this man out the way, there will be absolutely nothing left on this earth to enjoy. No people, no fowls of the air, no mammals of the land, no sea creatures, no creeping, crawling thing, nothing. There will be nothing left. So that's all I want to say on this. Hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say shalom.